Hello. Welcome to another day, another creation. So today we are looking at December 15th, 2022, and it's a special day because this piece represents a month into this project, and today represents a month into me starting the recording portions of this project and 4 months since I started this project, which is wild, of creating every single day, and I have created every single day, and I am a little nervous. I'm traveling tomorrow internationally, and I hope to keep it up because it's with some people, and I think I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make time. All my other travels I've been able to, but this one's a little different, so we will see. And for this day, I actually have 2 creations that I love both. It actually took me a minute to decide which one we were going to showcase, and we are going with the second one, Made in the Day. And this one is all about a fresh new start, and it's a big deal, right? Because it's showcasing 1 month into this project and kind of a glimpse of, hey, we can change stuff around. What our current reality is not the end. It is not the end. It is just the start of something new, a fresh start. Just explore and dream about how we want our lives to look, and then we take those steps and actions. But the thing is, I'm going to sound like a broken record throughout all of my recordings, but the message is the same throughout them all, right? It's, if we don't like where we are, if we don't like our current reality, what can we do to change it? Like, dream of your dream reality, of what it looks like in your dream life, of what it looks like, and kind of deconstruct that and reverse engineer it to where it is small enough to take steps and to take actions. For example, a few years ago, I took a hard look at my wardrobe and I was like, oh my God, like, who have I become? It was all dark colors, and I understand why I got there and how I got there, but before that I was full of color, right? There was so much color in my life, and then there wasn't, and I wanted to start incorporating color again, and now I'm full-fledged color, right? I bought this, like, oh my God, there's this like lime green top and skirt piece at H&M that I got. I'm really scared. Not scared. I'm like nervous, but excited to wear it because that's really like bold and out there. But see, like, it's always nervous at the beginning. Even when I've started, I was like, I want to incorporate color again. Like, how do I do this? And it's overwhelming because I'm like, I can't change everything overnight, right? So I'm like, okay, one thing at a time. So I got literally this purse, a teal purse, and that kind of kicked off the journey. Then I started buying like colorful dresses. I started incorporating print again and patterns, but I still wanted to be subtle, right? And then even all that, to wear all those dresses and to wear that color out, I felt insecure, and I was like, no, like, what am I doing? I'm not this person. I had to fight through that every single time. I had to give myself a talk, and sometimes I wouldn't leave my place like for some time because of that. Because I'd be scared, like, no, what are people gonna think? Like, that, who cares what people think? I'm gonna run into these people and never see them again, right? And then I wanted more, so I started, oh my God, the only thing I do now is colored eyeliner. I am obsessed. I started, I think 2 years ago, or wait, 1 year, in 2021 I think it started. Same thing, it took me about like a year or 6 months to get comfortable with it, but the first few times, especially if it was a bolder color, I'd be like, oh my God, no, I can't wear this out. I can't wear this. I mean, it was nothing crazy, right? It was like on the waterline and like on the lid, just a little pop of color. And I like to call my style subtly loud. So like, there's loudness, but like in subtle, elegant ways. I think that's how it comes off. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. All being that I had to start from somewhere. And even this project, it's evolving into whatever it's becoming. But it started with just me downloading the Shuffles app and creating. And then I was like, wow, I love this. And I did it the next day. And I did it the next day. I'm like, listen, this seems like a great way to ground and root myself, just like create something exciting for the everyday, something I love, something that just fulfills me in a way that nothing else does, which is to create. And every single day, it's been 4 months. I am flabbergasted, like and then there's this whole nother dimension to it with the voiceovers. And, I think there's going to be more as we move forward, but it's kind of like trusting the process and just taking those little steps and going from there. And each step creates our new path. Something I've been seeing a lot lately is, and I'm trying to adapt and recognize, is that it is about the journey. There is no destination, because I've always been like in this rush to like get things done and like move forward, but to what? And every time I try to overplan, it just doesn't work, right? That's a whole nother. But now, we're not living that life anymore, because I've let that life go. It's behind me, and we're still a little baby in this new life, and it's like really scary and really overwhelming at times. But taking it day by day, and this project has helped me encompass the day-to-day. I'm still figuring it out. There's still a lot of aspects I need to work on, but I have this, and I have other things, and I'm just going to keep growing into my new reality, and it's becoming my new norm, and just realizing it's about the journey and not the destination. I was like watching a video, and I heard somebody say, even when you get to the destination, you're like, oh yeah, I'm here. Was it Miley Cyrus? Was she talking about it on like some video? I don't know. I think so. But she was like, it's not about destination, because once you get to the destination, it's like, oh, this is it. And she was like, oh, it's about the journey. It's about how you got there and how you got to the destination. And I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. It was like a hard pill to swallow, because I'm like, what do you mean there's no destination? But after further reflecting on it and sitting on it, I'm like, oh my god, there is no destination, because the infinite is possible, right? And if someone were to believe in such a concept as reincarnation, as I do, it's, okay, not this life, then I'll move on to another, then another, and, there's a cool planet to do cool things, maybe not here, but great experience, lots of learning, yeah, a lot of WTF moments, but again, it's a part of the journey, and I want to make the most of it, and learn what I can. And even to get into that mindset is kind of, it takes a lot, because it's a lot of unlearning and conditioning, which is exhausting and so draining. And sometimes you don't feel like doing anything at all, right? It's like, I don't want to talk to anyone, interact with anyone. I just want to like sit here and disassociate, which is sometimes, sure, we need a moment to breathe. It's really chaotic, this life. But then the most important thing is to pick ourselves back up and move forward, right? It's okay to have those days, sometimes weeks, sometimes even months and years. It happens, but it's to recognize it and to always work towards picking ourselves back up, because we cannot let what happens in our life define us and weigh us down. We got to take what happens to us, learn from it, integrate, and move on. And it's not easy, but I believe that's what calls for a more fulfilling life, right? A more meaningful life. I personally strive for peace and happiness. And I think if I keep working towards those things, everything else by default will fall into place. Peace, love, and happiness. And then love, that could be misconstrued, because it's not necessarily exterior love, it's interior love. Because if we have interior love, exterior love is just automatic. I think love has a really bad concept of what it is in today's world, reality now. It's more than romantic love, right? Of course, that's a big part of it. We love romance, hopeless romantic over here. But love comes in so many more shapes and forms that we don't necessarily want to recognize, which I think harms us and debilitates us in many ways, because it is so available, but we just aren't used to seeing or accepting it in those ways. It can come from any kind of connection, right? It can come from things, people, places, in so many forms, but most importantly within ourselves and the love we have for ourselves. And we don't even realize that's a thing. I personally didn't. I didn't know how to love myself. I didn't know self-care was important. I didn't know boundaries were important, right? I'm a former people pleaser. We're healing over here, and it's a lot to to stop putting all this energy into others who can sometimes be a bottomless pit in wanting all of it. But it's up to us to kind of discern on that and who is worthy of our time, energy, and love, and who will accept it and encourage us to be us, or who will put conditions on it, or who will be needy of it, or who will kind of siphon it, or leech off of it without anything in return. These are things that are really hard to accept, but we have to remember it's not about us, right? Everyone has their own personal battle and personal lives they're dealing with. And most of the times it's just a projection of their inner self. So compassion does come into play, but it doesn't mean we're going to put up with that BS, right? No, ma'am. No, thank you. We are over that. That is of the generations past. We are here to evolve and move forward. So here's to fresh starts and beautiful fresh starts, right? And the coolest part is we can start today. We can start today. It all starts with a mindset shift or a perspective shift, because that snowballs into something totally different. But we have to be open and allow ourselves to explore those areas and kind of go into the unknown and, hey, do I like this? Is this right? Is this wrong? And kind of embed those. Those are our values and our morals that we live by. So, yeah, exciting day. Today's March 15th. 2023, and it marks 4 months on this journey and then 1 month into the recording journey. So I'm so grateful and thankful just to be on this journey and to see it unfold and what it becomes, and kind of not restrict it by putting my own conditions on it. And I think that's reflective of life as well. So what a fun piece. I love this one. Oh my god, the other one from today is beautiful too. It's got it's just, maybe I will, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what will happen with these, but maybe these will be showcased too. So yes, here's to another beautiful day, another beautiful creation, and to fresh starts, starting now, because tomorrow never comes. To starting small so we can achieve our new beginnings and embody them and move forward in them time and time again. So here's to you, here's to us, here's to our tomorrow. Okay, well, thank you. Until we meet again. Bye.